Drainage. Ooh, Gauss weapons are in one day. We have a swarming abduction in Mexico. Because I captured an alien, the abductions have gotten harder. That's actually real and why this is swarming. Not a joke. Actually true. How the game works. No spire. Well, not right now, as I'm playing XCOM. Maybe at some point, though. Down a carapace, that's unfortunate. And a laser pistol. I think we're not going to try for captures on this mission. Swarming abduction, that's more of a bring your strong soldiers and shoot everything kind of situation. This doesn't look like Slay the Spire. I feel like Slay the Spire was probably heavily influenced by XCOM. Sounds right to me. The armor is designed to prevent you from looking down at what you're doing. True. Very important. I think also probably designed to absorb incoming fire, but you know. Alright, so we have some sort of team. We're a little bit light on support soldiers here. Should be okay. This is the first abduction of the month, is that right? It must be. It's only the 8th.
Dropship has arrived.
We're going to be putting down in Mexico for this mission. We've gotten several reports indicating that the aliens have stepped up the number of attempted abductions. We'll have to move quickly if we want to slow the spread of panic.
I think War of the Chosen is the best that vanilla XCOM has ever been, and probably that it ever will be. At least Firaxis XCOM.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
Alright, where do we want to go?
I'm on it, Commander. Let's get a better view.
We got 4 floaters, probably 4 pods of 4 on this one.
Position confirmed. On the move.
Heading to that location. On my way. I'm rolling.
Wilco. On Overwatch. Roger that. Scanning.
Come get roger that. Scanning.
I feel, Commander.
The pods ever pull when you drop in? I mean, I don't think they're meant to, but I'm sure they do sometimes. Wait, that's 5. Was it 3 pods then? Oh, weird.
Suck on this.
MT in sight. Engaging. They're moving around the side.
Hello.
I'm on the move. Kill confirmed. Dead and gone.
Copy that. Hostiles pacified.
Masters of strategy and placement. I think maybe, I don't know, we can give them mastery of one thing, but maybe not two.
Damn it.
They're okay at flying. Snipers can snipe after moving. If you give them the marksman's rifle, that lets them do that.
Confirmed.
But it has limited range. It only goes a little bit further than squad sight range. There's an interesting thing in gaming now where a game being prettier than it was the last time you made it is not really a valid reason for a sequel anymore. Like, I don't know, like,
Moving to
maybe
designated coordinates.
in the last 10 years or something,
On the move.
the difference in graphics from game to game has stopped being
Target location.
the main thing which is exciting about games. I feel like it's like a bigger deal in something like Madden, probably. Those games where they are released once every year and that's part of the business model. It used to be that like there would be some incredible new performance thing or new animations which like you'd never seen before and were very noticeable or something like that, and that was the draw of getting the latest version. But nowadays, I'm just like, whatever. And games haven't really improved year to year in nearly a decade. Yeah, exactly. Like, it used to be that there were so many
Will do.
upgrades to how games were made
Stepping off.
that it would basically be impossible to release a game a year after a previous one without, like, massive changes in technology, meaning that, I don't know,
Moving on
you
target
now had
location.
Running.
halved your loading times or doubled the pixels on the screen or something like that. You used to be able to see graphics improvements year on year back in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, exactly. No longer the case. It's a lot of pixels. Doubling your pixels isn't that much of a change in resolution, really, is it? How do we feel about fighting two pods at once? What I should really do is I should come over here. I have alien grenades, too.
Moving to position.
On it.
10-4.
Can there at any point be two pods patrolling?
Yes, sir.
There are some situations where every pod patrols. Like on a terror mission, I believe every pod is always patrolling, for example.
Heading to that location.
Heading out. I'm on it, Commander.
Also, the game has enough like weird shit going on that
We're green to go.
most things can happen somehow. It might be that the way they're happening is that the game is bugged.
What was that sound? Eat this. Enemies in sight. They're flanking us.
Not really consider that I might want to be able to flank this car.
Bring in the pain. Everyone is confirmed.
Damn it.
Tactics are for people who didn't bring 8 rockets to the mission. True.
Nailed him.
Extremely true. Sage words. Hey, Lacrom!
Negative damage.
Also, this pod is kind of not a real pod.
Will do. X-ray neutralized. Moving. Kill confirmed.
Roger that. Scanning.
See what it does. I might run forward and crit my scout. That would be impressive.
They're flanking my position.
Well, that's certainly a thing. Actually wounded my gunner, dude. Big crit. That is certainly a thing. So. Does disabling shot have 100% of this range? 89. Can I simply shoot it to death? Problem with shooting it to death is my soldier will take damage from the explosion. Won't die, but I would rather not take the damage.
Pacifying target.
Solid copy. Solid copy. Boom!
Okay. Hello, friend.
Moving out.
X-ray down.
There's no way, if I like put my engineer here and Overwatch, that the Thin Men will run forward and kill this, is there? I don't think I believe that that can happen.
Solid copy.
Hey, Kirby!
Hostiles pacified.
To be honest, half an hour of Galatro is like probably more than I thought I was going to get out of it.
Target disabled.
On the move. Affirmative, covering now.
What is the flying saucer? That was a Cyberdisk. Oh, interesting. There are more enemies. That's what I just heard, yeah?
Heading to that location.
I guess we're in late game. Or at least mid game. Wait, was it just a Thin Man chirp? Is that just the sound Thin Man make?
Heading to that location.
I don't care very much about heavy cover at this point in the game.
Styles pacified.
No, there are more enemies.
I'm on the move.
Damn.
Back online.
Game kind of turns up the heat when you start capturing enemies.
I'm on the move. Back in. On my way.
I believe I heard a sectoid cry.
Ready to engage.
Ready to rock.
I got a visual.
Okay, so it's 18 enemies, but like half of them are sectoids.
Firing rockets.
Will do. X-ray down. Moving out.
We have Hollow. Just kill it.
Guns dry.
That was a sectoid leader.
Running.
Damn.
Moving to designated position.
That's affirmative. Yes, sir.
On overwatch.
I think its car is going to explode. Oh, double moved.
They got me flanked.
They got me flanked.
Double move, probably, for the best there.
On my way.
On the move.
Tend to run could be named Gun and Run. I'm honestly confused just thinking about that. What does that even mean? Why were there 18 aliens in a 40 panic country? This is not reasonable. Surely this is not reasonable. No captures? I didn't even bring the arc thrower. Swarming abduction with like the C team? I don't know. Seems not necessary.
Touch, Commander.
I handled it quickly largely because every single pod was like not our real pod. I need to scan for Exalt at some point soon. I need to build some Gauss weapons. Mexico would like a prisoner muton. 16 days to capture one muton. I'm gonna keep this in my notes. Capture muton. My notes are eventually just going to take up the entire screen. This is just what's going to happen. It looks like it says Captain Muton. I would like a weapons corporal for sure, and 2 scientists is extra nice. Did I do this? Did I want sectoid corpses for some other reason? Oh my god. If I hadn't if I hadn't captured the heavy floater, I could have autopsied them. That's awkward. Gauss Weapons Research Project complete. The alien alloys have proven to be extremely difficult to forge and manipulate for use in our theoretical designs. Machining the alloy was an arduous process, leaving us with limited options as to what it could be used for. Although we considered the alien alloy's density a benefit, one that made it ideal for use as an advanced form of projectile ammunition, the material proved to be so dense that it ate directly into the weapon's barrel, making it useless after a single firing. After a number of failed attempts, we finally managed to develop a magnetic barrel that propels the alloys without doing significant damage to the weapon, which has so far survived several hundred test firings during our experiments. With the alloy cannon, as we've been calling it, now operational, we've had ample time to study the effects of its design. Although similar to a traditional shotgun configuration, because of its specialized ammunition, the alloy cannon is substantially more powerful and deadly. Testing on targets made up of a modified ballistic gel proved pointless, as the targets were completely penetrated by the alloy munitions, despite an average thickness of roughly 2 meters. Needless to say, this weapon will have a similar effect on any hostile targets. Wait. What? The scroll bar bugged. Our troops might encounter. That's so weird. This game has so many bugs that, like, you just don't even consider could be bugs. Why would that be a bug? So we can build a Gauss rifle. I did, Grifflonger. We can research Phoenix coil guns, which is kind of the next phase of the air game. Although not a priority, because our laser cannons are doing okay for now. We can get rail pistols. What does this do? Increase the aim of all soldiers using a pistol. Yeah, we want that one. Gauss machine gun. This we will build. This is the gunner's weapon. Wait. No, this is not the one that we build. This is the squad sight range gunner's weapon. I mean, I might build it once I have flying suits, but I'm not going to right now. Gauss auto pistol. Unfortunately, this lowers mobility by 1, right? So we don't take it. I think that's right. Gauss stutter gun. The stutter guns are okay. These are the SMG versions. And at this point in the game, what I generally am doing is I'm no longer using a ballistic shotgun on my engineers and stuff, and I'm instead equipping Gauss stutter guns, because they actually deal enough damage to be worth shooting, and they give you a lot of mobility, which is also nice. Sentry gun for shivs, don't have any shivs. The carbine, I don't think I bother with carbines, usually. Like, the stutter gun just does okay. Gauss auto rifle. This is the gunner's weapon. Alright, that's quite a lot of stuff to build. And we have advanced Gauss research. I already have 100 weapon fragments. Weapon fragment income is not a problem, even if I don't have much banked. I think we just start researching that. Get our Gauss strike rifles going. Probably then alien operations. Well, no. Because I was going to just not bother doing the base assault until I have Mech 2s built, right? Just make it easy as possible. We can start building a shiv. Maybe it will finish. Alright. Alloy cost, starting to be noticeable. 32 alloys for this. 1 Gauss auto rifle. I think I do want a Gauss rifle. Every now and then, like, a rookie will want to use this. I don't know. It's just, like, kind of fine. I kind of actually think of a soldier who wants this late game. Maybe I skip it. I could give it to infantry right now, but I'm going to build the battle rifle for infantry. So it's not going to be useful for infantry long term. Build 3 of those. Might actually be it for right now. I said I wanted to base assault in October. Yeah, but like, I mean, 3 weapon fragments left over, by the way. What does it cost me to do rail pistols? 35 weapon fragments. Okay. We'll definitely do that at some point. Not quite yet, though. Uses stutter guns, rocketeers, engineers, medics. I have 71 sawn-offs. I didn't want to build more than that. They're free to build, and you can use them to, like... So I can't tell on this. If it says 1 day until something's done, I can tell if that means like 6 hours or 18 hours or whatever, but you can rush a sawn-off shotgun and that'll take 12 hours to complete, so that can give you a little bit of information. If it goes above or below, you can see if it's more or less than 12. Cool, more stuff building. Scilabs in 7 days and my first Gauss weapons are rolling out. Pretty exciting. We have a bombing raid in Canada, done by a fighter. I don't know. Probably the thing to do is defensive with the Mangler, and then send the Stingrays to get the final hit.
Engaging bogey. Approaching target now.
I'm out of
Disengaging.
here.
Contact detected.
We're in pursuit.
No! This is the first destroyed UFO in like a month and a half or something. Damn. $100. Could build that Gauss rifle I was looking at. It is cheap. Sure. Game looks very complicated. Yes. I guess so? I guess so. This is setting up for a terror mission almost certainly.
Enemy
I
is
can't build a
padlocked.
Gauss shotgun yet. That's at advanced Gauss.
We lost the
Get out of here! I forgot about the thing where you benefit from tagging UFOs once, when I was talking about why it was good to build wingtip Sparrowhawks, but that is absolutely one of the reasons it's good to research wingtip Sparrowhawks.
Contact detected.
That is very unlucky, Roking Death. Especially since it is impossible to destroy the first 3 scouts. Extremely unlucky. What about Phoenix cannons? Do I skip those? So Phoenix cannons have to
We have eyes on the
close
bandits.
with the UFO before they start firing. I think it probably takes them longer. Than Stingrays. And also they're expensive. Like in general, Phoenix cannons are just very barely better than Stingrays at the things they do, I guess is what I would say. The one thing they're much better than Stingrays at is killing raiders, but I have laser cannons for that in this run. How are you? Thanks for the gifted sub. Alright, this will be another mission with Thomas. So, everybody who comes on the mission gets +1 aim and will, as long as nobody dies. What about when I hit coil guns? At coil guns, Phoenix cannons become much stronger than laser cannons at killing things. don't know if I want to like stack Arados with more aim or just... Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter that much probably. We'll bring captures. We are trying to capture a muton. And we'll bring an understudy engineer as well. There isn't one. Oh, you. Zigzag. Gunner, Rocketeer, Scout, Sniper. Bring an infantry. And a medic? Keep bringing medics? Sure. 70 aim. Heavy. Interesting. Have I talked about Sergeant on a medic yet? This is my first Sergeant medic? This might be. Take smoke grenade. We're generally just going down the middle here. Packmaster. Sorry, that's not Packmaster. I think Bombard and then Packmaster. Support class soldier. Brings consumables, throws them at things. Thomas is the commander who scales everyone. That is correct. Scout engineer. I think actually more expensive than an engineer. You need more experience before you get less effect. But that's fine. Friend is trying. It is true that 0 medics have died so far, whereas every engineer I've ever laid eyes on is immediately dead. Purple Frog, please! Thanks for 55 months, appreciate it. Health. Slim Java is not interested in dying. What is this mission? Is this a bombing run?
Touching
Blew
down.
that one up. Did I not mark off a new UFO for this? I don't remember. I don't remember what it is. It's a scout?
This operation will be in Canada.
This is a scouting scout UFO, yeah?
Fortunately, the civilian population in the surrounding area is minimal. We have to move to secure the area as quickly as possible.
2 out of 5 scout missions for the month then. I blew up the bomber and never marked it. That was a... Wait. They've already run both bombing missions?
Come in, HQ. Big Sky has reached the outer marker. Approaching the crash site now.
Different UFO was setting up the terror mission. Too many UFOs. I guess this is what was meant when it was observed that this game seemed complicated.
Double time. Already there.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Got it. Moving.
I'm rolling. Getting a better look.
It's the tall capitalist convention. We've walked into Y Combinator.
Allá voy. Eso es lo que estamos buscando. Moving. I'm on it, Commander. Okay.
Heading there now.
Rolling.
This is a scout. First one was a fighter, not a destroyer.
Moving out.
But yeah. big deal.
Getting a better look.
Let's just start fighting them.
Field commander Overwatch.
They'll probably pull backwards because then men are cowards.
Moving to Overwatch.
I'm field commander.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
There doesn't have to be another pot on the map. In fact, it's like somewhat unlikely, I think. The men are cowards,
Enemy contact.
and they have a lightning reflexes leader.
Headed there now. Heading there now. Alien object inside.
Moving out.
Do I have any contribution to Long War 1? I think just playing it a lot.
A la orden, comandante.
Making strategy videos for it and stuff.
Okay.
I didn't write any code.
Heading to that location.
Running.
Eastlander!
Roger that. Scanning.
How's research going? Gauss weapons are building.
I'm on the move.
Scilabs is almost finished as well.
Affirmative. Covering now.
That one's a building, not a research, but yeah, that's like the next big thing.
Down. Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
Oh, fascinating. I didn't even see that the outsider was there.
Down.
Is it gonna take a turn?
Do something. I'm pinned down.
Yup. Cool, thanks. 3 melt canisters.
Cohete fuera.
And men pulling a pod seems to be a, like, daily occurrence for me in this campaign.
On the move.
I'll be using gas weapons for the rest of the campaign. I will probably eventually get some plasma weapons. Because why not?
That's affirmative. Eat this.
Don't know if you've ever seen plasma weapons. They're not like prohibitively expensive.
Okay.
They're pretty expensive, but you reach a point where there's not much else to do with your money.
Hoorah. Okay. Hostiles pacified. Understood, sir.
You never used pulse lasers? I'm pretty sure that I've built a pulse laser in my life. But yeah, they're not,
Heading to that location.
They're a lot like easy enough to rush
The target.
to use them before late game, and then they're not better than plasma weapons and not like significantly cheaper than plasma weapons. So why bother using them in late game? Oh, you'd already moved once. Okay, my bad. That man might be able to shoot me while I'm hunkering in heavy cover. That's fine. That is better than you killing my soldier. Twitch Jorbs cooler than YouTube Jorbs. Whether that's true or not, it's a very like mean thing to say.
Missed.
It is correct though.
Toasted.
Did I just take the shot? Some chance to destroy the meld. I'm doing a pretty good job of missing the meld when I do stuff like that. Okay. I should go for captures because I brought the thing. So like, why not go for captures?
Yes, sir.
Oh, double tap ruins everything. Cool, thank you. Thank you, double tap. I have at this point decided there isn't another pod, which might not be true, but I'm choosing to believe it's true.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
I'm on for lunch. I'm on the move.
If I stand here, it can't see me, and I can flash bang it. Seems good.
Heading to that location. It's been secured. Aye, aye. Capture.
Nice.
Everything by the numbers.
Wound time on one soldier, yeah, but not too bad. It's a game called Meld. Before your scientists name it Meld. It does. It is always called Meld by the game. Two and 20 meld, baked in a pie. We're at 8 weapon fragments, not enough to do anything with. I am kind of running out of stuff to do. I could start building some Phoenix cannons. We will get advanced Gauss in another like 10 days. The big expense that is coming up eventually is building Mech 2s. I think I would like 2 Mech 2s, which probably runs me like 800 meld or something. So we're trying to stockpile meld. What difficulty? I mean, surely there's only one difficulty that Jorbs could possibly be playing on. I will add Ironman Impossible to the title. Okay. Usually I have that on the title, but I forgot today. A raider over Egypt. Let's take a look at this in the sim. I am a little interested. What's my guess? My guess would be send the laser cannon on. I think I would send the laser cannon on balanced would be my guess, and then the stingrays on aggressive to finish killing it. I'm guessing we're at like 225 research or something. Start Raider. Can use an aim module if I want. Shiloh, thanks for the 18 months. Appreciate it. It's not true that if the difficulty can go higher, I crank it up. But I usually play on the hardest difficulty that was like given by the game devs. This is destroying something like 30% of the time, maybe. It is usually killing. Sent on balanced with no modules. Something like 30% of the time. And then I imagine it's over Egypt. We might not be able to get stingrays to it, would be the issue. If I was to send stingrays on balanced with an aim module, I could see this being better. Oh, that like never kills it. Okay, never mind. I don't think this supports tracking modules. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of need the laser cannon to kill it. If I get a good intercept, by which I mean like if I reach the UFO quickly, I might cancel the like that. I might cancel the intercept to try to get the last hit with a stingray. Nice. I got the last hit with the wingtip Skyhawks anyway. Is Impossible the highest? Impossible is the highest that was like created by the people who made the game. Other people have rebalanced it and stuff, but I am not super interested in that. And that was a scout, which I did mark this time, I think. Wait an hour for an engineer. Wait an hour. Arvius enjoys losing at games. So do I, for what it's worth. Nothing wrong with losing at games. Double Rocketeer? Let's check out this the soldier and make them a Rocketeer. I can have 8 Rocketeers. Why? Why would I want 8 Rocketeers? That's such a good question. I think it's much more likely that I would want 2 gunners on a mission and not have enough gunners yet. Let's make our gunner instead, actually. We will give a soldier to Kleindome, who has resubscribed for 60 months. Kleindome. 5 years. Gunner. Hollow target. I think at this point in the campaign it's getting kind of important that I have shredder ammo on gunners, because eventually I will not want to have to rely on a rocket for shred. Wait, are you actually coming on the mission? Hold on. I don't think I'm actually bringing double gunner on the mission. My bad. Cow Utopia. What are shivs useful for? They're actually pretty strong. Like, they're just good units. They don't scale as well as regular soldiers, because they don't get experience. But they're just, like, good soldiers. They're kind of... They're somewhat tanky. You don't mind too much if they die. They're pretty quick. Get around the map rapidly. They don't need cover, which is really nice. Means it's more possible for the rest of your soldiers to be in cover. If you have some soldiers who don't need cover at all. Seems decent. It's a plains map. Alright. Claw is better than Shiv. Change your mind. Claw isn't in this game, unfortunately. Have I ever done a mission with a full squad of Shivs?
We're dropping you just inside the Egyptian border.
I don't want to say no, but I don't remember doing that.
It looks like the alien crash site is in a remote area. If we move quickly, we may be able to secure the site before the aliens have time to regroup.
Each Shiv takes one soldier slot. Would be very expensive? Depends which Shivs.
This is Big Sky. We're just north of the crash site. Strike 1 is in position.
It does feel like something I might have
Clear,
done
Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here.
while we were
Strike 1
fucking
is
around in
authorized
late
to
game,
assault the
waiting
alien
for
craft.
Psy to finish training at some point. I've definitely done some weird stuff in year 2 of the campaign before. You get to a point where you are very strong and you are waiting for a Psy soldier to train up certain things.
Location.
Maybe waiting for an opportunity to capture an ethereal if you haven't gotten
Sac sur sac.
fortunate enough to do that yet.
On the move.
Tout de suite.
So like I remember doing entire missions with one mech before, for example.
Closing on target.
Heading to that location. Got the goods.
Approaching target now.
I have gone such a long way without finding any enemies at all. This is a raider, so there will be enemies eventually.
On y va.
If you are playing pretty optimally, would you ever invest in ship? Yeah, I usually start building a ship in early game and then cancel it if I don't need it,
Time to motor.
which is like
Bien, chef.
most of the time. But I've definitely had situations where I like took some early casualties and decided it was a good idea to finish the ship.
Hello? Who's out there?
Also, sometimes you get a bit lucky with like early council missions or intact power sources on UFOs or something, and you're just rich, and then you can finish a ship.
Affirmative.
They're pretty good for early game bomb disposals because they are fast and tanky.
Headed there now.
The early game bomb disposals are some of the scariest missions in the game. So having one to help with that is nice.
We've got eyes on the AO.
Sir.
Plus 6 meld isn't even bad.
J'y vais tout de suite.
The minimum they can have is 5 meld per canister.
Keep gas.
And I don't think they've had that a single time in the entire campaign. Done a pretty good job of managing their resources to keep them at, like,
Je reste en observation.
enough resources that I keep making money, but not enough resources for them to be very scary. Yeah, this is going to be an attempt at muton captures for sure. Although the outsiders are right there, so I don't know. We want them to complete a harvest. I let them complete their last harvest. Like it showed on my map and I just let them do it.
Ça roule.
Oh, you have a shotgun. That explains why you're not getting a thing notifying me that you see the enemies at squad sight range, I guess.
On my way.
Gamer moment. There's also this log, which I...
Target now. Contact.
Oh, I was expecting that to stop me from pulling them with this move. But I guess it didn't. So we want to kill the front 2 mutons and suppress the back one and capture it. Doable? Doable, I think.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So many bright lights. Ooh, good hit. The command pod doesn't move. And outsiders are, at least in early game, usually part of the command pod. Later on in the game, though, you will get outsiders who are not part of command pods, who do move around.
Ich mach mich auf.
Not having an assault on this mission is kind of rough.
On my way.
That was actually so bad. Okay, it worked anyway. Cool. This has acid on it, so can't do anything.
J'y vais tout de suite.
And I command a smoke grenade. I didn't use hit and run yet, did I? Let's kill this. I don't want to capture it. Already captured one of those. I did use hit and run already. Do you have hit and run? I used hit and run already. Well, fuck. Alright, cool. We are suppressing without smoke them. We have a pet berserker. Okay, I may have killed it. We are not suppressing without smoke. Yay. One of them's suppressed, the other one is acided. We're in smoke. This should be pretty safe.
Je peux plus bouger.
It used suppression and then dealt itself 1 damage from the acid, canceling its suppression. Feels bad. think I'm actually going to capture the front one.
Wie schmeckt dir das?
I mean... You're waiting for a 1% shot to hit? I would prefer they didn't.
No longer a threat.
My last battle scanner. Just want to see exactly where this is.
Sweeping.
Capture temps from here would be okay. There's also a mechtoid somewhere. I believe last time I was doing this, maybe not last time, but recently when doing this,
Moving.
I mentioned that it is,
Just got hot.
oh, easier to capture is the last thing that you do in a mission. Yeah. Alright, back to smoke we go.
I'm on it, Commander.
I actually have to defend this soldier.
In motion. Enemy is
Je règle mon observation.
It's a map edge? It's a map edge.
Fumigène!
The legal team has arrived to begin their prosecution of XCOM's crimes. You hope I have a warrant for entering this UFO.
Je règle mon observation.
I sure don't.
They're starting to lose ground.
That's fine. Maybe they all stand next to each other?
Je règle mon viseur.
I think I've missed my last 4 coin flips. Okay, that was such a bad move by the Thin Man. Wow.
mit Vergnügen.
That's affirmative.
Finally finished Elden Ring. Take a substantial break before going into the DLC. Every day I think about starting up the Elden Ring DLC again.
Out of rounds.
It's gonna be so fun when I finally get around to it. Hey Sloth. Pretty sure I've lost like 5 coin flips in a row. And that was a 94%.
Got him.
Je me manie.
Wow. Okay.
Enemy is not sure how long I can maintain this.
This can be wounds, it can even be a death. Or they might just run away?
Taking heavy fire.
That's fine.
They're trying to flank us.
I think it poisoned me.
Not sure we're getting a lot of melt here.
Heading there now. I'm on it, Commander.
What I think is the Thin Men exercise routine. Honestly,
Weapons hot.
I think they just look like that effortlessly. Just a good metabolism. Be a lizard? Yeah, that probably helps.
La cible n'a rien. Chargé.
When will we be able to exercise while sleeping? That's the technology that the world really needs.
Moving. Negative ammo. I'm spent. That's affirmative.
I'm glad they didn't pull a mectoid.
Enemy is
Thank you, Modern Rocco. Hope you're doing well.
Je me remue. On peut y aller.
Then we would miss all the joy of exercising while awake. No, we could also exercise while awake. Why not both? Reload, but still acid. I'm not incorrect. I can stand here. And I don't flank it, even though it flanks me. Is that good? Okay, okay, just hit the stun. That simplifies a lot. We can celebrate. Capped muton is done. Took like one mission or something. Not bad at all. Brand new campaign or a continuation of last year. I started continuing the one from last year. Squad wiped to a pod activation bug on chrysalids on my first Terra mission, I want to say. It was not a good pod activation bug. And then started a new one, and this is the new one.
Affirmative. Weapon loaded.
Was it the first stream I squad wiped or the second? I don't know. It was early. Combat music's still going because the muton is stunned. I'm down to fight a mechtoid now, a little concerned. That I'm going to fight it and the outsiders at the same time. Here's the thing. I think if you give outsiders the ability to shoot at one of your soldiers without your soldier having cover, they will. So I think like if I go here, for example, they're not going to pull backwards. Okay, I didn't want it to go there. But I guess I've failed. How do we see the outsiders, but they don't see us? I tagged them earlier. Ooh, that's really, something. Found the mechtoid. I tagged them with a battle scanner earlier. That's why I can see them. Really wanted that to see the mechtoid. If I can see the mechtoid, I can... Oh, I can see the mechtoid. How? I can see it at squad sight range due to a line of sight asymmetry. But not anymore. I could for like a second. So... Wow, I don't know where that leaves me exactly. Can I see it from here? No. So I can see it from there. Modern Rocco, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. So somebody has to walk to that tile, and that's just their life now. You just get to stand there. It's a bold move. Oh, there are fucking 2. Alright, that right there is a dead soldier. I guess I could have checked.
Closing on target.
Simply get lucky. I mean, it's a better plan than the other ones I have. the moment.
Adieu.
Hopefully only one soldier dies here.
Take a joke, bud. Enemy.
Alright. So far, not bad. This is why suppression is the best skill in the game.
Taking heavy fire.
It's the final rocket.
Firing rocket. Let's rocket him up.
The outsider was suppressed and diamond smoke, and it had 23% to hit. Outsiders don't fuck around. Can you capture mechdoids? You cannot. Can you ride the mechdoids? Depends on your height.
X-ray neutralisiert. Enemy is
Why won't you die? That's a 100. Shoot. Alright, I guess we just do this. Only 98%.
Can't engage.
Let's just get you the hell out of here. That is fine. Is the feeling of Terran versus Protons. I assume that I'm Terran?
enemy is not sure how long I can maintain this.
Aye, aye, Commander. Bye-bye.
Okay. Last enemy I can potentially capture.
Moving.
Oh, damn.
Heading there now. Scanning.
Je me remue. C'est bon.
Easy. Out of bullets. You're out of bullets. So. I understand if I have a safe way to remove the Overwatch. I think the... Ooh, hold on.
Headed there now.
You can move one tile at a time without proccing Overwatch. Okay. If this doesn't work, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing next. Just work, please. Fuck!
Still moving.
Okay. Somebody just kills it.
Excellent work. All objectives complete.
I'm glad to see our troops aren't hesitating to wipe out the aliens. I guess I shouldn't have expected any mercy.
0 wounds. Smooth mission. Mexico now has a live muton. Is that good? I had a whole lot of assaults die. So probably this new corporal is going to be an assault. And this can be Modern Rocco. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Wait. I thought it's... Fuck. That's not an assault. Chris thanks for the 55 months. Well, okay, we'll work it out later. Good mission though. Up to 20 weapon fragments. Don't think there's anything I need to start right now. Got money, but I don't have any priority builds. Also, I want to start building mechs. Should I start building mechs? I will need shaped armor. I will need mechanized unit defenses. Yeah, I think still not time. I'm down to reroll this. How does he do it? The answer is that I do it 6 times on average for every time I succeed. That's the answer for how I do it.
Contact detected.
Abductions coming into Australia.
Engaging bogey. No joy here. Commander, We've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Make it make sense. Never capture an alien, that's what I'm learning today. We could bring Jarvis U as our scout officer for the mission. Jarvis is at 180 experience and a specialist. Very clearly not an officer. 3 hours for K Action J, looks like. Does XCOM engage in New Zealand denial? It actually is on the map. I looked at that yesterday. It is there. Let's bring Arados on this mission. Swarming abductions are the spooky mission now. I'll bring Bojangles as well. Have I ever finished Long War? Oh yeah, like 4 times or something, I don't know. I genuinely don't know how many times I've gotten the end credits, but I have gotten them. Does this game have end credits? I don't remember the end of the game being... There's like a cinematic? I don't know. It's not incredible. You can't call people nerds if you are watching a Twitch stream where someone's playing XCOM Long War, a complex strategy game from 10 years ago. You gotta understand, like, what things you can and cannot say, and that's not one of the things that you get to call other people. Nerds is your favorite gender-neutral way to address a group. Love it. Also, love that nerd is becoming less gendered. Nerd was very gendered when I was a kid. Bring 'em on! Why don't I have any pistols left? Definitely need a laser pistol on an infantry right now. Also, where'd all my scopes go? Is one damaged? I don't know. It's here now. Bourbon block.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
Australia has sent a number
Am I
of
saying
requests
I'm
for
not a
assistance.
nerd for streaming
That's our
myself
next
playing
job
some
site.
Long War, a complex strategy game from 10 years ago? No, of course
The
not.
aliens are continuing to target civilians for abduction in several
I'm
major
absolutely
cities
a
across
nerd.
the globe. We have to get down there and deploy as soon as possible.
This is Big Sky. Strike team has reached the AO. Requesting authorization to deploy.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to engage.
The contentious thing is not whether or not the accusation is correct. It's whether, like, it is meaningful when leveled at someone. Look, now we're doing like a nerdy analysis of whether I'm a nerd or not. This just has to stop. Alright. We have ourselves a Cyberdisk and a Mechtoid. That's kind of a large Cyberdisk, though. I feel like that is an above average sized Cyberdisk, which actually does mean that it has more health. Like,
Aye, aye, Commander.
the higher level enemies in this game are bigger.
Here I go.
Why does the largest Cyberdisk not simply eat the smaller Cyberdisk?
Come get some. Come get some. Explorando. Overwatch? Aye, aye. Roger that. Scan.
Okay,
X-rays spotted.
pretty good pull.
Missed.
The size of that thing.
Ajustando tiro.
I don't know if I can see it. This truck is heavy cover. Yeah, I can't see it. So it's actually not a good pull, it's a terrible pull. Shit. I think if you blow that truck up, it stops being heavy cover, though. I do not have alien grenades. Oh. Rest in pieces. Everyone involved in this shit.
Bringing the pain.
Missed the Cyberdisk. Jesus fuck. The car's on fire. I have an idea. We kill the disk's friends, and then it runs away.
Boy.
I think that's pretty much what I can do here.
On it. Okay.
If you can't see it, it can't see you. Unironically true. Although I can see it. It's quite visible. It's right there. Team, please. Team, please. There's a Cyberdisk. Team, I need you to shoot at the Cyberdisk.
I'm on it, Commander.
On my way.
So pods will run away if you kill all their friends. And what we're hoping will happen here is that it will run away. If it doesn't run away, maybe it grenades the car?
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Covered.
Which I guess means you should not be here. See what it does. Ah, it's coming forward.
Enemy is still alive.
Imagine if you could overwatch a disabling shot.
I'm spent. Shot wide.
Did grenade the car.
Vehículo en llamas.
Better than someone outright dying. It's actually 0 wounds.
There you boy.
Is it flying? Oh, okay.
Joder. Heading there now.
Whoa! That wasn't damage. Uh-oh.
I'm on the move.
Affirmative.
Mechdoids are heat. Interesting. Did that hit? I don't think that hit. It's not an incredible spot.
On it.
Okay. Won't even know what hit.
Ah! Hit.
Negative damage.
Good to go.
Okay. I don't think it's possible to deal 1 damage there. How do I deal 1 damage though? If something's shredded and you deal 1 damage to it, you always get +1 damage is my understanding. Like through DR. It was shredded, right? I shred it? It said it was shredded. I don't know. Whatever. Just barely adequate.
Al orden, comandante.
Copy that, Commander.
Got it.
It wasn't shredded, the first rocket missed. Hmm. Well, that probably contributed to it being so hard to kill.
Let's rock.
We're green to go.
Rock tap bang.
The first rocket wasn't a shredder rocket, it was a regular rocket. What are you talking about?
Ready to engage.
Maybe I never shot a shredder rocket at it. Strange choice.
Possibly.
I don't think we care about meld here, do we? That seems like not the most important thing at this time. Oh, that stays heavy cover even after it's destroyed.
Me dirijo a ti.
Parking lot, kind of miserable. Maybe I should like go around the side.
Here I go.
Probably.
Moving
Seems like
to
cheating though.
position. J'y vais.
Solid copy.
We go mano a mano with the enemies in the terrain we are given. None of this strategizing. I really can't pull that from this direction though. It's just actually not a thing I can do. Alright, let's go in here.
Solid copy, Commander.
Got it. Moving.
It's just like, this is wait, that one's light cover. I can see it. This is heavy cover. It's very hard to see is the issue. I could come at it this way. I only have to hit a disabling shot. Okay, if I come at it this way, I think I can kill it.
On my way.
So that will be the play.
Roger. Tracking.
No use for my assault yet this mission.
Tout de suite.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
On my way.
Moving to Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Enemies don't know how to open the door that I'm standing by, whereas I do know how to open it. So fairly often in this map there's stuff around this door you can do. Take advantage of the fact that they can't come through it until you choose to let them.
Solid copy.
Moving out.
How will I go mano a mano against a mechdoid without the kinetic strike module? That is a great question. We're about to find out together.
Al orden, comandante.
Hmm.
Vista en el objetivo.
Roger that. Scanning.
Aye, aye,
Yeah,
Commander.
this is... Alright, okay. Steady. I think, like, not unreasonable to check in here. Just landing on the roof. Uh, Seems like it would be nice to know. I've got lots of battle scanners still. Sure.
Affirmative, covering now.
Meld expiring is sad, but okay. Get this fella shredded.
Going hot.
Fortunate that battle scanners can phase through
Enemy
glass.
in sight.
Damn straight. That's just a mectoid. Is that true? Feels like it has a lot of health. I think I can kill it without disabling shot. But if it shoots back, holy shit. Numbers are kind of low. Let's take it easy.
Restricting enemies.
We're about to get hard flanked. Well, again, they can't come through this door. So, like, this entire thing is just... It's kind of like a map edge for me. I don't have to really worry about enemies coming in from that side.
I'm on it, Commander. See you in hell.
I wonder if the meld is gettable. You're scared for the wall breaking. I don't think that's happening.
Up stumps, I'm moving. Stepping off. Eyes on the prize. No longer a threat.
Copy that.
It's hollow targeting a stack. It does not.
He's down.
Tout de suite. En observation.
I don't know if it was good to kill that. Yeah. If my infantry hadn't killed the mectoid, the drone was just gonna heal it. Shot. Oh well. Wound.
X-ray down.
On the move, Commander.
I am guessing that that expires.
On the move.
I'm out of rockets. I'm actually out of AoE.
Let's do this.
Unless you count my assault as AoE. My assault is kind of AoE. I also have a chem grenade, but I didn't bring alien grenades, and I'm out of rockets. Oh, it's fine.
J'y vais tout de suite.
I don't know if this works. Okay. I love that they are just perfectly in a spot where line of sight will break as well. This was the robots mission.
We're green to go.
Will go. Affirmative. Covering now.
I feel, Commander.
Overwatch. Oh, probably third, Comandante.
Slim Java, thanks for 500 bits.
X500. That pod sucks.
Back in.
It is 2 pods.
Let's do this.
Are they stuck? I think they're stuck. I think they actually, like, can't move. Thanks for the 3 years, all skills.
Stepping off. Already there. Moving out.
Yeah, rockets and grenades would be very useful here. The one chem grenade I have is useful.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Stepping off.
Represents a lot of damage if I can hit some enemies with it.
Let's do this.
They're trying to move and just failing.
Position confirmed.
If I'm patient, maybe they will split up.
10-4. 5-5.
Solid copy, Commander.
Understood. Moving out.
Stepping on.
Time to motor. Si, senor. Got it covered.
Okay. What the fuck just happened?
They're flanking us.
Probably their patrols were in some way tethered to my movement, and so me moving where I just moved made them all move. It's an incredibly good pull. I do not deserve such luck. Just to make sure these are hundreds. 96. There's my chem grenade. Thing is, I want to have a disabling shot next turn for the mechdoid, right? Just in case. I don't know if it's happening. Okay, just use both now. The other thing, well, Want to see how good mayhem suppression is here? I kind of want to see how good mayhem suppression is here, even if it's the wrong play. This is my Master Sergeant, yeah? Yes. With heat. It's not going to be that good. And Delta 2. Do we just close the doors again? Wrong game, unfortunately. Who has moved? Stell? We have 2 long rifles with disabling shot, so I can disable both of those if needed. I want to say... Alright, let's just kill this. 100% crit. What?
He's down.
Oh. Fury Blight! One is disabled. Small one. Also disabled. Does it say swarming abduction? It sure is.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Nice. Oh, come on. Oh, it didn't pull. It didn't pull. Did it not pull? Did it pull? Please don't pull. Oh. One's invisible. They've got to know where you are, right? There's no way that that happened without them knowing where I was.
Hostiles passing by.
Oh, suddenly I can see it. Why can I see it now? Because I blew up something behind it? I don't have disabling shot anymore. I'm gonna have to just step off the wall for a turn, I think. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's kind of a problem. I do have combat. I think my play might be I move here and open this door, which I think is actually like necessary because if I go this way, I think I get killed on this tile. But if I go this way, I don't think the mectoid ever hits me. Dead? I want to say, it's a Master Sergeant. I want to say, second time this campaign that something like that has happened. That mectoid did not have vision of me. Just like so incredibly was shooting directly through a wall. Alright, anyway. Rest in peace, Master Sergeant, I guess. Makes things scarier. I did remove the Overwatch. Is, I suppose, the thing we can say positively about what just happened.
J'y vais tout de suite.
Good. Alright, now I can actually kill this. Oh my god, it has so much DR that even with acid, it still has DR. Friend Bojangles? Bojangles has had a hell of a day so far. No, there's no way that they can kill all of my units.
Okay.
Don't have enough shots.
Roger. Tracking. It's killing time.
On my way.
It's killing time. Alright, that stops the Mechdoid from getting mind merged and even stronger. This, what the fuck? There's another sectoid. This is just not a mission that has gone my way. Why do you have a 14% chance to hit? Like, I know I'm in heavy cover, but it's very low. I can go forwards or I can go backwards. I want to say backwards here is probably right. Wait, it's one more turn for disabling shot? Yeah, let's go backwards then.
I'm moving. Gonna have me some fun. I'm on it, Commander.
Take a nap.
Let's rock.
Well done, Tanzalai. Ow! A really good example of using this door. Where I know how to open it and they don't. Somebody has to get reloads done. Here should be a safe tile.
Ready to rock.
I can just reload here, I think.
Oh yeah.
Step back.
Back in.
And you can get the hell out here.
Running. Heading to that location.
Oh, I went back to its little hidey place again. They're trying to like move to where I am, and this soldier's messing with them, I think.
Aye, aye, Commander.
But I don't really want to fuck with that, so sure, you can do that.
I'm on it, Commander.
On the move. Orders confirmed. Moving out. Got it covered. Ça roule. Ok, je surveille la zone. Got it covered.
Ready to rock.
Silence. Vous entendez rien?
Okay, that looks visible. Wait, that's the sectoid and this is the mectoid? Hold on, I'm confused.
Heading to that location.
Oh, that's the mectoid. Okay. Another great opportunity to die to some sort of bullshit Overwatch. This is the first tile that's in visual range, so it shouldn't be possible. Oh, and they forgot to mind merge the right thing.
Disabling target.
Okay, team.
I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad.
Lurian!
07 Rip Gunner. He died the way he lived, one coin flip shot at a time.
Thank you for the $10 donation. I am sorry about your death. But also it was kind of epic.
Can't kill him if you don't hit him.
Moving to position. X-ray neutralized.
Does $10 cover the funeral? Sure. If you want.
Affirmatif. Vers la position.
Does XCOM pay survivor benefits? Absolutely not. Not even slightly.
Boys, watch and learn.
There's a drone still,
Yes, Commander.
which can like kill me. I think it'll just heal the mectoid though. Right? There's no way that the drone would kill another one of my soldiers. It wouldn't do that. Yeah, heal your friend. Hello. Please. I made that move like at the end of the turn.
J'espère que ça marche.
Alright.
Toi, tu rentres avec nous.
+1 plasma pistol? Call the mission worth. Oh my god.
Taken care of.
GG.
We nailed it, Commander. Mission accomplished.
Game crash? Game crash. Awkward. Happens sometimes. I think that just means I have to play the turn again, yeah? How is it? I am on lasers. Which means maybe I don't actually get the sectoid capture. What a bullshit mission. Are you fucking serious? It's fine.
On the move. Kill confirmed.
We nailed it, Commander.
Oh, I got the kill with Arados. It's the wrong soldier. Whatever. Crash again. True. KIA, Tomas Nuke Lurian. 53 kills, 31 missions. Hey, Arados just did 100 kills. Congratulations, Arados.
Remember, we will be watching.
Still have 6 gunners. I do feel like when I get more corporals, I might prioritize getting a 7th gunner out there, though.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Was that the +1 will and accuracy, Thomas? No. That's my scout. Haven't had a scout wound in a really long time. Hi, Woodwagon! Thanks for the 8 months. Appreciate it. I think you're thinking of Long War 2. Leonet has something like that. Not a Long War 1 thing. I think a weapons corporal for 3 laser rifles, sure. Are we on weapon fragments? 39? I could also grab rail pistols. Aim of all soldiers using a pistol. Seems good. Enhanced ballistics should happen soon too. I don't think I need it yet. I think that's for when I have tactical rigging, so I get to bring 3 items.
We're certainly keeping the boys down in the foundry busy. I'll let them know you've got another project ready for production.
Do I have a covert operative? I have T-pairs. 15 mobility.
Intel scan concluded. Negative exalt.
Uh-oh. I don't know what you do when that happens. I guess I scan in like a week or something. Yeah, in a week's fine, and then I can stand the 1st of November. How goes October thus far? Difficulty's ramped up a little bit. Still going well, though.
Contact detected.
It's our last bombing run. The strategic layer is going very, very well. The tactical layer is going pretty well. I can't say that it's going incredibly after losing a Master Sergeant last mission, but that's kind of the only big casualty lately, right? I should have switched to Stingrays. Actually, I could switch to Stingrays. I guess that's fine. Could have used an easy mission. Oh well. How do you win versus Exalt? We have to assault their base at some point. Some point in the not too distant future. Probably have to use a tracking module after that intercept.
Approaching target now.
Oop. Scilabs are in 1 day, so let's not put fatigue on a medic. We're going to want to train them in Sci ASAP. Actually, I might not have the right interrogations to start training people in Sci. The Urnet is at exactly 4,200 experience. We have a pilot with 7 kills. They just did that last intercept. I don't think we need to bring the good officer to this. Andorn's fatigued without time. That means he will be ready to go in 1 hour. You like that I said I intended to use an aim module in every intercept, but then I finally got aim modules a little after I got laser cannons, which are best on defensive, which you can't use aim modules in, and so you've hardly used any thus far. Yeah, the air game will get harder soon. Sorry, EK Hawkman. My bad. I could definitely use more soldiers. Start leveling up a low-level gunner. And another low-level scout. Go double Rocketeer on the mission. Rocketeers are healthy. Well, the entire top half of my barracks is just Rocketeers. Simply rocket everything is not a terrible idea. Especially after last mission. We might do some cathartic rocketing this mission. Gosh, I even I even used a different soldier. No, I used the same soldier, but I even like opened the door first. Bring squad size suppression. Let's try it. I really felt like when I opened the door, that was like me solving the puzzle. If I open the door, I can change the movement so that it doesn't go anywhere that the mechdoid can see into immediate soldier death. Rip.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
Yeah, I'm currently researching the thing that lets me upgrade the rocket launcher.
Next. The threat there seems to be the most pressing.
It's not
We've got to fix
the
down
most
UFO.
important
There
upgrade,
doesn't appear to be much in the way of civilization nearby.
but I will do it.
We have a prime chance to secure the site before they have time to dig in.
You really use better armor. I'm used to having mechs at this point in the campaign, and one of the things that is nice about a mech is that it can pull fire for you.
Strike one is ready to secure the craft.
Keeps your bio soldiers safe just by being a big target that you can let enemies shoot at.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Waypoints for movement is already in XCOM 2.
Roger, Dodger.
Location confirmed.
Moving out.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Look at the size of the gun. Damn.
Roger, mate.
We've all come to terms with Lurian's death. I'm glad you have.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Takes a long time to get a Master Sergeant.
Stepping off. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Moving out.
Allez, j'y vais. Time to motor.
Got it. Moving.
Running.
There's a map at Cheers, so that's pretty limited.
Aye, aye, Commander.
XCOM 3 is a roguelite card game. Gosh, I hope so. I don't have enough of those in the world. Jean
Here I go.
Checkmate Blazel. I think we just start fighting this now. It's not a strong enough pod to waste a turn setting up.
Enemy in sight.
I guess if I waited, the reason to have waited would be to try to capture the man. But, like, no. Not while there's meld still on the map and stuff. Sure don't have any damage. That works. That's fine.
I'm on it, Commander. X-ray down.
Trooper idol class has earned a promotion.
Moving out. Moving to Overwatch.
How about another XCOM game which was just XCOM? That'd be pretty fucking cool.
On my way.
I would work on that. I'm sure I won't get invited to or whatever, but like
Hauling ass.
jobs that I would
Affirmative. Moving
feel okay with like putting streaming on hold for. I think if I got invited to work on XCOM 3,
Moving out.
10-4.
I would like happily disappear for like 2 or 3 years to do that.
Running.
What would I improve about XCOM 3 besides better graphics?
Repositioning our
I think the low-hanging fruit there is better enemy AI, right?
Suck on this.
Fast mode. Imagine if this game had fast mode. Game of the year. Instantly. How do I intend to kill that? I have already captured a heavy floater.
Affirmative, Commander.
So I don't have to go wild worrying about a capture attempt.
No, that is not good.
I think what I did in working on Long War 2. Mission types? Is a place where you can do some cool stuff.
Damn it, missed the target.
Heading to that location. No way that just happened.
I want the AI to be better planners against the player.
I'm on it, Commander.
I think you want the AI to be fun to fight.
Adjusting aim. On my way.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Target down.
Didn't hear any other pods, likely because there aren't any.
Solid copy. Aye, aye, Commander. Got him covered.
We're backing up. I'm rolling.
I don't know, and I'm thinking about it a lot. I have a lot of thoughts. It's not shredded. This probably doesn't kill, and if it does, it's okay. Doesn't kill.
Heading to that location.
Making some improvements to intercepts does not seem difficult. There's 2 3s so far. So it could be another pod for a total of 9 aliens.
Taking heavy fire over here.
Hard to see them investing more into the team after 2 bad releases in a row. Not many teams get 3 chances. Were the releases bad, or were they just, like, not incredible? I don't actually know. Like, there's a difference between something not being Game of the Year and it being bad.
Heading to that location.
I want to look. Store. Actually, it's probably in my library. Midnight Suns. That is not in my library. Probably because it didn't release on Steam or something. I don't know. We played it on the Epic Store. Midnight Suns is $9. That's cheap. 85% off? Offer ends in 1 minute? What the fuck? Alright, I'm buying it real quick. The FOMO. Alright, I bought it. Now, back to looking at the thing. They got me good. It has very positive reviews. It has 14.7 thousand very positive reviews. That is not a failed game launch. That is quite good. I think it just wasn't like it wasn't what the XCOM crowd was hoping for, but that doesn't mean that it was a bad release.
Eyes open.
I just bought Midnight Suns at 85% off.
Heading for that location.
It was just... I was just vibing, and then it was 85% off offer ends in a minute. It's just kind of wild.
Headed there now.
How much is it now? $60 or whatever, I guess.
Target stunned. Ride the lightning.
Wonder how many last minute sales I just got just because of me. Probably not that many.
Good to go.
That was intense.
Time to motor.
Apparently there's meld on the map. It's only 5, right? I don't think I care.
On the move. Yes, sir.
Roger that. Ready to rock. Heading to that location. Heading to that location.
Higher pulse on buying Midnight Suns than when Varian died. I think that's true, yes. Sounds correct. Johnsiv Blazor. 81% chance to hit. Not actually very high. Like I said.
No need to ask twice.
Will do. That's a load of bull.
Like, if I do like this, it probably doesn't die. And if it dies, it dies, that's fine. Oh, it like super didn't die. Wait, how am I planning to kill it after I miss all my shit? Here. I'm going to do this, and then we can stop playing this mission.
Another one down.
Not bad. Got a floater captive. Did I play Xenos 1 or 2? Probably played like 3 hours total of those 2 games. They're not really for me.
On this one. I'm glad everyone made it back safely.
Midnight Suns is still $8.99? Oh. Wait, did they lie to me? The sale wasn't ending? That seems fraudulent. Just the store page being cached? Alright, good. Good. I would have complained so much. Scilabs are done. Gal stuff also about to be done. What do I do with 500 delirium? I don't know. I don't have anything to do with dollars right now, so...
Psionics lab online.
Visit the Psi Labs. I don't have regen biofield yet. Is that regen biofield? Maybe. I have neural feedback and I have mind fray. I think with 71 will we are grabbing mind fray. This is the same skill that sectoids have been using on me all campaign, so nothing too exciting. Imposes 24 hours fatigue after missions? Neural feedback's fun, causes damage to psi attackers and puts all their psi attacks on cooldown. Does not reduce the attack's chance of success. Protects the scion and nearby allies who pass a will check. I didn't know about protects the scion and nearby allies who pass a will check. $71 will not that much. It's a bit. Okay, so we want medics leveling up. Snipers are actually not terrible to put mind fray on either. Gunners, we want neural feedback. Gunners are the soldiers who get attacked by psi attacks the most. Just wondering if Peter Van Dorn specifically doesn't want neural feedback. Do they all take an extra day of fatigue? Stop scrolling for me. The left option I think is regen biofield, which heals you and nearby allies 1 every turn. But I'm not certain. I think also mind fray on engineers. I don't hate mind fray on rocketeers as well. You only really need 1 regen biofield around. Can't remember who I put it on. Infantry, maybe? No. Maybe. Snipers? Probably snipers. High-level snipers have disabling shot for an attack which debuffs enemies. Why do gunners get attacked by psi attacks more than other classes? Because they are standing in front of all your other soldiers. Suppressing and stuff. Yeah, I definitely want somebody in the team to have regen biofield, but you only really need 1. Could be an assault thing, even. I have a medic and a gunner and an engineer in psi training. We'll go mind fray, generally speaking, on engineers, I think. Okay. Is this the continuation of the last Long War? This is such an interesting question. It has to be. Right? What else could it possibly be? But we have no idea which one you think of when you say last. have a bunch of sectoid corpses now. Maybe we do this. Sure. Could use some slightly improved research speed.
To support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Okay, cool. Site training's on its way. Sure. Hold on. When do I get Psi Warfare Systems? Oh, I have Psi Warfare Systems here. Is that what I needed sectoid corpses for? Whatever. I need 21 weapon fragments anyway. Gauss stutter guns. Thin men are just not a late game threat in XCOM G Rainbow Monk. And you don't have to carry medkits on your gunners. I give you permission not to. The rail pistols project is complete. So that gives me like 8% aim on pistols or something. I don't know. What the fuck is their thing about Swindon? What are they? Maybe they like shopping there or something. This is getting out of hand. 8 hours to bring Thomas. Let's take this level up real quick and see what the aim roll is. So Thomas is a full 12% higher aim. Alright. We wait 8 hours. The Gauss auto rifle also complete. Egypt would like another muton. Started to realize disabling shot is superior to precision shot, not situational. It's very strong, yes. One more hour or something. Rectify is also at exactly a level up. I think for this one, we happily bring Arados. We happily bring Wilson. Lakaios, best Rocketeer. Kanaxai's aim is so bad. Oh, Kanaxai. I'm gonna bring Kanaxai so that we can get +1 aim on him. Them. And one last soldier, probably an engineer. Will Kanexai become an archer? I don't usually make archers. They cost so much to equip, is the problem. Omnifluence! Thank you for the 35 months. What benefit do you get from making... Oh, stutter guns. Sweet! want a pistol for a higher chance to hit shot then. I might not have enough laser pistols right now. Oof, it's chunky. God damn. XCOM 3 should add bows. Nice. What's my favorite technology in XCOM?
Dropship has arrived.
The next deployment site is in the UK.
Laser weapons,
There are
maybe?
early reports indicating alien activities within one of their major cities. Our forces are on standby for deployment.
Yeah, I'm all in. We have some psi training, yeah.
Central, Strike 1 is locked and loaded, awaiting drop orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is cleared to engage hostile targets.
Somebody asked if it was possible to deploy with an enemy pod pulled.
Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
Technically the pod is not pulled. It is in vision. Oh, fuck. I spent so fucking long counting the missions. Well, hi there. I don't think it's an issue. I am just straight up in vision. I don't understand why the pod hasn't pulled. Nuke from orbit? Probably a good idea. I don't know about the second pod. Well, welcome to XCOM. Did not need to bring captures for this, turns out. Oh, oh, that's juicy. Oh, oh. Anyway, we did not need to bring good soldiers to this mission. Alright, 2 pods down.
Moving to position. Let's have a peek.
Oh, there are non-chrysalids on this. Okay. I want to get that muton captive. I thought it was only chrysalids on this. Clearly wrong. while since I shot a rocket.
Moving to position. Kill confirmed.
There's something weird going on. Game won't say that it's taking damage. What? I was not touching my mouse when that happened. Okay. Let's just leave this here for a second and see if it stays there. Nope. I don't know what's happening. Oh, it's clicking on... I am this way, does it stop? It's like clicking on the chrysalid queen. I think if I just shoot quickly, it's fine. Dude, I just steal 3-2. Remarkable that you were still alive. Yeah, really your fault for sitting there. What is happening? Good grief. This is a very weird mission right now.
Got it. Oh, shot wide. Okay.
Heading out.
I think if that crits, it kills it.
Roger that. Immobilizing target. Affirmative.
Oh, hi.
Moving.
Who's to say who fired the rocket? True. So true, actually.
Nailed him.
I'm on the move.
Was it me? How would I know?
I'm on the move.
On my way.
What the fuck is the Cyberdisk doing? What is this mission? Oh my god. Okay, so what actually happened? It's just the Cyberdisk pod has, you know, arrived. Don't want to kill the muton, please. If I do kill this muton, there are more in a different pod. Oh, it's landed. It is not flying right now. normal.
Negative. Weapons dry.
Am I sure it's not flying? It does not have... Oops. That is not the right weapon. It doesn't have a flying defense buff, and hit and run works against it, so... I think that means it's flying. That's not good. Okay. The number of things that were going weird in the mission got to a point where it broke my brain, apparently. Not the first time this campaign that I've done that, though, actually. Free wound, indeed. Why does it have 7 DR while it's open? Excuse you?
I'm rolling. Adjusting sights.
No longer a threat. Me dirijo allí.
Okay, sure, whatever. Overwatch? I don't know. Maybe. Go like... Oh, they're gonna see me. Because this sees me.
That's affirmative. Got it covered.
Not entirely sure what them seeing me does, but okay. Renash, thanks for the 51 months!
I'm on the move.
Got it.
It's all the way back here.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm rolling. Hope this works. The stun didn't work.
Getting it done. Heading to that location.
Get out of here!
You're safe. Get out Moving to position.
Heading there now. We're green to go.
Afirmativo. Cubriendo. Overwatch. Aye, aye. Aye, field, Commander. Ready to engage.
Hope this works.
No! What? I wonder what's actually happening. Like, why
That's affirmative.
is any of this going on?
Moving out. That's affirmative.
On my way.
Game is also wondering. True.
Dirijo allí.
Headed there now. Ready to rock.
Roger. Tracking. Roger. I've got my eyes covered.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Hey, Guardia. Round to that. Scan it.
No!
Aye, aye.
Good.
1.21 gigawatts, baby.
It's a new corporal. I don't have heat ammo.
Kill confirmed.
Kind of dealt some damage after shredding, though. So there should be a floater on the map.
Big brother is online.
Aliens are up 2-1 in civilian kills. Glad someone's keeping track.
Moving out. On it.
I'm on the move.
Mid.
It's my best Rocketeer as well.
Overwatch. Aye, aye. On Overwatch. I'm on it. There's another guy
What are you doing here? You actually can't improve on this game.
Headed there now.
It's just already the best game you could possibly make.
Headed there now. Negative. Weapons dry.
I guess I should have hit it with a disabling shot.
I'm on the move.
Okay.
I don't trust the game not to move that. No place where it kills one of my soldiers, even though it says 100%. So, I'm just gonna do this. Actually, you're at 3 HP.
That's affirmative.
We'll do this.
Okay.
Stop keeping score.
The devil.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
I'm on it, Commander. Come get some.
Overwatch.
I feel like it thinks it's moving closer to me.
Solid copy.
Heading there now.
With the way enemies are moving this mission, maybe it is true. True, I suppose so.
Already there.
Location confirmed. Heading to that location. Gotta go.
Well, Overwatch backyard just in case.
What was that? I'm rolling.
Aye, aye, Commander. Bye-bye.
Commander, the operation was a success.
GG. .24-day wound on my best Rocketeer. But
We'll be in touch, Commander.
+2 scientists, +1 weapons, Corporal. It's another gunner. Did I give Modern Rocco a soldier? I did. The Sarcasticon has taken the blame for killing Lyrian. You can be the new gunner. If only we could cut Lyrian's limbs off. Lycaios' limbs off. We can cut Lycaios' limbs off. Could cut Bojangles' limbs off. Just don't have max yet.